Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe football show, and that is going to be the last time you're going to hear that probably as a Premier League club, because today's loss against West Ham for me has all but confirmed relegation. Please smash a like on this video, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell, and please do subscribe to the channel. We're on 19,915. So close to 20k. At least that'd be a positive for me to look on if we did achieve that by the end of today. But look, Leeds United, lacklustre, diabolical, didn't even show up in the second half. You'd think that we played Thursday. You'd think that we'd just been on the piss. You'd think that we were all thinking about a European final, because that was absolutely diabolical. And Leeds United now are down. I'm not having anyone say any different, and this is from me. Everton will beat Bournemouth. Bournemouth, since beating us 4-1, have lost 4 on the spin. They're going to make that 5. West Ham, better. Like, it's mad. It's mad. We were fighting for our lives. We had a 20-minute spell. Same old story, same old season. 20-minute spell, get in front. We'll try to protect this. We can't protect shit because we have a diabolical defence. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Andrea. Now get on your bike and do one. You know, we're in the Championship again after just 3 short seasons in the Premier League. Listen, we'll be able to pick the bones out of that over the reasons as to why over the next coming days. But, you know, let's just focus on this match. Inept performance from a host of players. There were some okay performers, but yeah, it was just not good enough. Listen, I'll stop waffling and then we'll get into it. Please smash a like. As I said, please do subscribe, comment, and get your notification bell smashed, and let's get into it.
I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. So, folks, as I said, you know, Sam Allardyce was going to go after it first 20 minutes, last 20 minutes. We did one of them things. We went after it in the first 20 minutes, didn't show up in 45 minutes in that second half of football, if we're being totally honest. But Leeds United started well. Leeds United played well up until a point. I thought Patrick Bamford was doing really well against Kurt Zouma and Ogbonna. We definitely lost something when he had to come off on the 34th minute. You know, I know he doesn't score goals, but I hope people can see now what we lose, because when Rodrigo's leading the line on his own, unfortunately, we can't get out. And that's what happened in that second half. But Rodrigo had a chance early doors. His touch let him down. We needed to be clinical today. We were not. But he did score a goal, and it was a good goal as well. 17th minute, Weston McKennie long throw. That's all he's good at. Weston McKennie will see the back of him now. Listen, it's pure agent talk about all these clubs that are interested in him. Weston McKennie will not be in the Premier League next season. I'll hang my hat on that. I don't think he's up to it. Probably go back to Juventus. He played well in parts today, but, you know, we just lack quality all over the pitch. Maybe with better players around him, you probably get more out of him. But, you know, we don't have better players around him, unfortunately. We score on the 17th minute, and then we decide to defend. You know, go after it, continue to go after it and kill the game. But Leeds United didn't do that, and they did what they've done the majority of this season, try to protect a lead. Leeds United have lost points from winning positions more than any other in the Premier League this season. I believe it's 25, which is just not acceptable. And in allowing them to get back into the game, we allowed them to get into the groove. I suppose the script was written. Declan Rice scored on maybe his last game at the London Stadium. An assist from Hull City's former player in Jarrod Bowen. Jarrod Bowen was probably the best player on the park. Again, I'll come back to it. You'd think that we played Thursday, because where was our players? Jarrod Bowen, what a workhorse. And to think that, you know, they were on the piss and playing on Thursday, and he gets the man of the match with a goal and an assist. He was onside for his goal just. I don't know how the third one's onside, but it doesn't matter anyway, because, like I say, we're down, not that it mattered. Obviously, Patrick Bamford gets injured. That totally rips up the game plan for Leeds, because Rodrigo can't do what Bamford can, and we never, ever, from that moment forward, looked like we were going to do anything for me. Willy Gnonto, I mean, he did more air shots in his cameo than actually touches on the ball. We need that clinicality. He's lost that I don't know, that X factor, that unknown quantity about him. We put a lot of pressure on him. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying, you know, we need to temper expectations a little bit because he is just a young lad. Half time, you're thinking 1-1. Maybe we can get something from the game. Nah, second half, we were absolutely abysmal. Zuma had to come off for Tilo Keraher. Changes were made. Harrison, Forshaw for Somerville and Aronson. Neither of them did anything. Somerville allowed the ball to go out of play at one point, and Brendan Aronson, as I say, I mean, he had a volley at one point. Jack Harrison had a shot, probably should do better from it. Comes out to him and his volley is sliced. I can't believe the money we spent on this kid. He's not a Premier League player for me. You know, we might keep him in the Championship, but if he can't deal with the physicality in the Premiership, can he do it in the Championship? Probably not. Jared Bowen killed us off on the 72nd minute. Nice little ball through from Danny Ings, and he finds the back of the net. He's onside. And then, you know, we never looked like doing anything. Rocker and Greenwood brought in again, not fit for purpose in the Premier League. The squad is not fit for purpose in the Premier League, and that's all down to the men at the top. You know my thoughts on certain managers, but it's bigger than them. It's the men at the top that have allowed this squad to be assembled and ultimately send Leeds United down. Remember, Radrizzani told us it was impossible that Leeds United would be relegated. And of course, on the 94th minute, West Ham kill it with a Manuel Lanzini goal. A lot of these players, you know, Lanzini, Rice, you know, they get goals on what might be the last performances at the London Stadium. Fair play to them. You know, Jared Bowen was great today. Rice was everywhere, as per Paqueta. Again, I come back to it. All these players, they played on Thursday. They were on the piss. Yet they were schooling us left, right and centre. You know, there were some okay performances from Leeds United. I thought Luke Ayling was okay. Rasmus is better at centre-back. Volber can't pass the ball. Pascal looked, shaky as. Thought Robin Koch in midfield. I wish we'd have played him there more often because he's looked great in midfield, much better than he does at centre-back. Same for Rasmus at right-back. He looks better at centre-back. Weston McKennie was all right. Adam Forshaw, again, I thought was all right, but again, just doesn't have the fitness or the legs, and we don't have the personnel because the squad's too small. Remember, it was Bielsa's fault. We had a small squad plus under 21s, yet Victor Orta wanted to carry on in that vein, and that's why we find ourselves in this situation. Rodrigo, again, nice little touches. There was one in the second half where he cut it back, lays it to Nonto, air shot. Harrison tries to shoot and drags his shot wide. You know, it was just one of them days, but no, it's not one of them days. It's one of them seasons, just not good enough. You know, I'm not buying into this. Anything can happen in the final day. Leeds United are down. Everton will not lose at home to Bournemouth. They will pick up at least a point, which will keep them up. And I dare say we probably won't beat Spurs now, you know. Luke Ayling after the game, looking visibly emotional. You know, this is their Premier League done, you know what I mean? This is their Premier League done. They're not going to get another shot at it, are they? If we're being totally honest. You know, and it is what it is. Since we beat Forest, we've taken 2 points from a possible 24. You know, mental. We were going into that Crystal Palace game to be on 32 points at that point. You know, had we have won, obviously we're 1-0 up at 1 point. No, 1-1, sorry. And we've ended the season with a game left on 31. We've crumbled, folded like a cheap suit, crumbled like a biscuit, while teams like Forest have stood up to it. Everton go get a win at Brighton 5-1, get a point on the 99th minute. Regardless of what you think of the added time, it's a never say die, you know? Look, Leeds United on a day that they must win. Again, as I said, Hammers came out first half with the kids and that. It was party day for them. Bubbles going everywhere. They've got the kids in the hand. They've just got a European final. They've been on the piss. Everything's nice. Leeds United had to win. We posted an XG of 0.8. West Ham chalked up 2.09, you know. They had 59% possession, took 7 more shots and hit, you know, the target 6 more times, you know. You'd think that we played on Thursday. You'd think that it was them that had the fight for a relegation battle. But no, you know, we went out like a damp squib, like we have done all season. I'm absolutely gutted, but I'm not going to let them, you know, it's been a slow, painful death. I've never, it hasn't for one moment ever felt like last season, you know, going into these last few. I was so nervous, and then we get a goal in front. I shouldn't get excited because we know what happens. And today's performance, I mean, the second half is just abysmal. But I put a lot of that down to Bamford not being on the football pitch, because we just couldn't get out. And West Ham, after getting that goal, were in the ascendancy and came out in the second half, first 5 minutes. You just knew, you know, we're never going to create anything, unfortunately. And that leaves Leeds now needing a miracle. But I've resigned myself to the fact that Leeds United are going down. You know, we are going down. We will go in the EFL next season. We'll be in the Championship, and we just have to hope that they get the decisions right. Get the owner of the football club right. Get the manager right. I mean, Russell Martin's now going to be Southampton manager. We should probably already start speaking to him. Maybe change his decision. Because we need someone who's fit for purpose in the Championship. We need to reset. We need to play a brand of football a bit like Burnley have and other clubs, and come back at the first chance of asking. At least we might win some football games, because this season has been absolutely horrible. Not great to watch, not great for anybody's mental health, all this sort of stuff, because football is everything to a lot of us, to the majority of us, those who watch my channel anyway. So it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I have nothing more to say, but I don't even think it deserves anything more. You know, the team are just, the squad's not good enough, and the performance was dire. How can you, when you need to win, put in that performance, especially second half? Not good enough. We're still waiting to hear what Big Sam says. It'd be interesting to hear what he says, but I think he knows. He knows. You could see he was fuming, weren't he? He was fuming at the end of the game. So it is what it is. Leeds United move and play Spurs next weekend. With neither side with anything to play for. Brighton have just confirmed Europa League, first time in their history. That's how a proper football club is run. Spurs have the Conference League to compete with Villa for, you know, and we have nothing. You know, we're getting relegated. Bielsa's trending. Any shocks there? No. Leeds United are going down. Just dire. You know, that stat of picking up 2 points since we beat Forest is insane. Is insane. No fight, no character, no leadership. And we need to reset. Unfortunately, the reset's not going to come in the Premier League. It'll come in the Championship. Get the owners in, get the manager right, get the personnel right. A lot of churn needs to happen. A lot need to leave. A lot will be sold. Because we need the cash to come in as well. There's going to be a lot of changes in between now and kick off in the EFL, but you know, we'll see in it. You know, we'll see. At least you'll get 10% back on your season ticket, folks. There is that. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks always for watching. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit the notification bell. Let's see if we can get to 20k by the end of the day. Thanks always for watching. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.